Tonight, the Secretary of Veterans Affairs tells CBS News that suicide prevention is the agency's #1 priority. And with the pandemic, veterans are increasingly feeling isolated. Veterans like Rory Hamill. He was a father of 3 and a decorated combat veteran in the Marines. Hamill lost his life not at war, but by suicide at home. Here's CBS's Jan Crawford.
He was a hero to many people.
Crystal Franciosi is talking about her ex-husband, Marine Corporal Rory Hamill. A blast from an IED in Afghanistan in 2011 robbed him of his right leg. Rory had a hard road home.
A lot of the thoughts going through my head were, why didn't I die? What am I going to do now with my life?
But in the last few years, Rory had gotten his life back, studying psychology and mentoring other veterans.
When the lockdown did happen, it stripped him from everything he knew. He couldn't do his public speaking. He couldn't go to school, to his outlet away from his own mind.
In April, Rory wrote about the pandemic on his Instagram page, saying, "My own personal hell has been reignited." 2 weeks later, Rory was nowhere to be found.
And one of his friends was actually calling me. They went and did a wellness check, and that's when they had found him.
Did they say how they thought he had died?
It was a single gunshot wound to his head.
As the nation passed 100,000 deaths from the coronavirus, Rory Hamill's name was not on that list. But Crystal is sure that isolation contributed to his death.
Oh, I believe it's 100% what caused it.
Compared to this month last year, calls to the VA's Veterans Crisis Line are up more than 10%.
Our #1 clinical priority right now is suicide prevention.
Robert Wilkie is the Secretary of Veterans Affairs.
It is the fear of continued isolation in many of these cases that makes these problems compound themselves, and then we see the effects.
How are you adjusting to that?
In April, the VA made more than 1 million mental health phone calls and teleappointments, as we saw at this vet center in New Jersey, not far from Crystal, who hopes that by this summer, Rory's family will be able to pay their last respects.
We are burying him in Arlington. He deserved that, so that's where we will be putting him to rest.
Jan Crawford, CBS News, Washington.
May he rest in peace. If you're a veteran who needs help, or if you're concerned about one, we've posted resources on our website at cbsnews.com/veterans.